Welcome back to Let's Play Langrisser, where we are embarking upon Scenario 14, Wolfpack. Layden had defeated the Emperor Diegos and reclaimed Langrisser, yeah! But an amazing event was already set in motion. In order to win, we just have to defeat all the enemies, which right now comprises a single werewolf at the center of a very wide field map. Nah, doesn't look suspect in the slightest. But anyway, good news, we have Lance Calzas, Dragon Knight, level 9 on our team. Pretty impressive stats. Now he's maxed out as far as levels, so he's not going to get any experience. But if you've lost any commanders by this point, or you just want to make battles a little easier, he does come in handy. That having been said, I haven't used him before in this battle, so this Griffins will be very strong against the werewolves. And yes, I did say werewolves. You know there's more to this fight. So just made a little pause edit there. I'll talk about what everybody has in a minute. Now, only problem, well, I shouldn't say problem, but one of the unfortunate things about this battle is this is when they start limiting how many people that you can bring with you into the battles. Okay, so they know there's only one werewolf, but we still have to take care of it before it starts attacking the innocents. We have down here and up here. And this is another pleasant thing about this fight. Unlike the other ones where we'll encounter NPCs who can't defend themselves, they're actually under next to no danger here. Again, several playthroughs of experience here have never lost a single one of them. The werewolves never even get within range of them. So this is a very easy battle to keep everybody alive. And here's what I was talking about with the Griffins. You see that? Weren't even getting any boosts from Lance. Still took it down to low health. Chris should have no problems mopping it up. Should take very little damage in the process. That's what I'm going for. Good. And she's almost at a level. Yeah, because... oh, hold on. Let's let this play out. Okay. You heard what Layden said. With its last dying breath, it called out to its comrades who have gathered in large numbers to the east and the west. And note the huge command range that Layden has now with the amulet that we gave him. I believe it boosts his defense by 2 as well, in addition to increasing his command range, so extremely useful item. Going to be using that in every battle from here on out. And this was a good battle for it to debut in. So he's going to set up a wall of defense while everybody else catches up with him, everybody else being Lance and Chris. I've got Jessica, Narm, and Thorn heading to the east. And they shouldn't have any problems, especially with that earthquake spell. I'm looking forward to seeing how much damage that does to these things. Now, I gave Chris 8 monks because I really want to focus on her. I'm going to try to let Layden mostly weaken the werewolves, and her monks are going to get the kill as much as possible. Now, because I've been so big about spreading levels around and making sure everybody's as high as they can be this playthrough, she's not as close to getting promoted as she would be under other circumstances, but it's okay because she's still doing fine. And the way her final class is going to work out, she doesn't need to be a very huge level in that anyway, so she'll probably get it in Scenario 16. I'm not really worried. Because the good news is, because I've been good about keeping everything evenly distributed, Thorn is going to level up quicker than he ever has for me. He might even reach his final class in the next battle, we'll see. Not this one though, because, and I could do it in this one, but you also have probably noticed by now that the length of this video is longer than my standard update. That's because I wanted to do this one a little bit different. Besides using Lance, which is different as well, I wanted to demonstrate how much quicker a battle can be completed when you just focus on the enemy commanders. That's right. Much to my partial dismay, I'm going to mostly focus on the commanders, ignore the goons, and whenever I can, whenever there's an opening, I'm just going to take them out straight away. Going to lose a lot of experience along the way, but our people are doing pretty well right now, so in the long run, I don't think it'll hurt us too badly. We're just not going to be quite as high at the very end, but it'll be okay. And this is when they strike. How appropriate we have the Thriller inspired track when we're fighting the werewolves. What was the name of the the voiceover actor who did the little interlude for the Thriller song had that horror movie voice. I picture him saying something about this right now. Out from the forest green they struck. Werewolves of large numbers ran amok. Leadon and his crew brought out spears, swords, and arrows. And the victory would be theirs, but by a margin quite narrow. But I don't know if that's how he sounded. It's been a long time since I've heard him or that song. I just love this, man. It's just so intense. That group of werewolves at the bottom there, they tend to kind of dilly-dally. They're not going to engage us right away. They usually kind of wait to see what you do. The AI in this game is very dependent upon your actions. I think if you leave the citizens too abandoned, if you stray too far away, they will kind of sneak in and try to pounce on them. I've never had that happen because, again, I never leave from outside of that fenced area too much. And maybe that's why I've never lost anybody. The werewolves don't even attempt to go after them. They just focus on us, which is what you want. Now, they have very high attack. And funny thing, they won't. You saw what he just told them, right? Yeah. I've never seen the civilians move from their current position, ever. So I guess that guy has no authority whatsoever. Either that or they're just mavericks. Either way, probably going to try to put Lance here to get that Griffin Rider back up to better health. Not necessarily full health, because again, there are advantages tactically to leaving commanders and troops with less than 10 health in certain situations, especially when it's someone you don't want to focus on to get some experience, which we definitely don't want to for Lance because he can't anyway. You know, so don't offer pizza to the person who's lactose intolerant. It's going to do them more harm than good. Might just leave Lead in there for right now still. And see, with that amulet though, we could really spread his people around. They could go anywhere along that parameter and still receive his boost. But they're going to wait until Chris can catch up. Now this side, I want to kind of keep everybody bunched together because the only person here who has troops is Jessica, because they get that +9 attack from her and they attack first as archers. That is going to be a huge help to us. Now, whereas I'm focusing on Chris in the west and the east, I want Thorn to get as much experience as he can. Even though I'm going to focus on the commanders, I can't quit my habit completely. When I see easy pickings like this, a wolf at 2 health, yeah, I'm not going to leave them alone. And these guys I got to attack because they're kind of in the way. We got to burrow our way to the commander. But yeah, if I see some easy targets along the way, I'm not going to just pass them up. That's just silly. But no, I'm not going to methodically make great pains to take every single one of them out. I'm not going to be bothered. Now, if you ever decided to do one of these battles and literally just focus on the commander, don't even worry about anybody else, regardless of what their health was at. Yeah, this would have gone even quicker. Could have wrapped it up in under half an hour for sure. But it's still going to go pretty quick. So I hope you guys don't mind the longer than usual update. This won't be a regular occurrence. In fact, given what's going to be coming, I expect that this will be the last battle that I do this for. I'll probably stick to dividing them up into chunks like I have been. I just think it makes for easier viewing for the average person. Now, there are folks out there who like the longer episodes. I am one of them. I have a few LPs that I follow, some of which a single episode is over an hour. Easy. I can't even always watch it in one sitting, but I get to it when I get to it. But, everybody's different. When in doubt, I figure the shorter length is the best way to go because, for the folks who can't commit to a longer episode, they'll definitely be able to enjoy it. For the folks who like longer episodes, well, they just more time for them to watch something else. And enemy phase, come on guys, don't drag it out. There you go. Now, alternatively, what I could have done and what I thought about doing was waiting the first turn, not attacking that lone wolf immediately, taking that time to get my people in a position closer to where these werewolves spawn. Then on the second turn, just having a couple of random characters, maybe some Gurkhas or something, take out the werewolf. Then they appear in turn 2. My people are within range of them from the get-go, so we can immediately start the attack. I think that would have sped things up in the long run a little quicker, and I'm kind of wishing I had done that, but I'm just offering it up as an aside for those who might want to try it for themselves. I'm definitely going to attempt it the next time I play this, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to play this again at some point, because I really like this game. It's really good. You should try it out, if you haven't already. Yeah, so again, I'm always impressed and appreciative that there are people out there that enjoy watching this type of game as much as I do, because I know it's not for everybody. And that's one of the best things about YouTube and this whole experience, is just being able to share this type of thing with others and connecting and communicating with other folks who feel the same way. It opens up whole new worlds to you, you know? You'd be surprised how many people out there share your same level of interest in certain things. But I know a lot of folks feel like RPGs or strategy games are a little bit dull or slow, or just not something you really want to watch, you know? It's like a lot of people can't watch the game of golf, you know, whereas some people can. But thanks, guys, is basically what I'm saying. You make me feel happy. This game makes me feel happy. And don't despair, Leiden. You've got this. See? We'll just have to count them on down then. And that's right, guys. Keep coming forward. Come on down. Don't be shy. Step on up. Claim your prize. Yeah, everyone except that last group, I think, is going to be advancing rapidly. Yes, keep focusing on him, please. Oh, this is the best. When they can take them out in one go, that is the best, because it saves you time, it saves you turns, you're getting experience. It's a win-win all around. And Chris is this close to getting in on the action. Next time. Now the question is, where do I want to put Lance and his people? Yeah. Make sure she's at full health before she engages them. I just want Lance there as a bit of a buffer, maybe a bit of a fur softener as opposed to fabric softener. I don't want him to, again, outright obliterate any of them, because it's not going to benefit him. Yeah, we just need to get them out of the way. And again, if nobody else, the one character I do want to hit level 9 before the end of this is Leiden. It's going to be a little tricky because I haven't been using him as much up at this point, but now that everybody is pretty much at their final class or close to it, moving forward, I'm going to be giving him more experience. I want to make sure he's maxed out. I just want to see if that makes his troops more effective, really, because I have a theory about that and I'm still testing it out. I feel as if when your commanders are a higher level, like level 6 through 9, their troops are more effective in combat generally. And I wonder if it affects their magic potency as well. So I definitely want to find that out. Taylor, he's so close, he's going to max out no matter what. He's at level 8, I think. Jessica's doing pretty good too. She might in the end of it. Beyond all of them, I don't know if anybody else on our team is going to hit level 9. Lance obviously is already there, but I'm going to get everybody as high as I can. I imagine Chris and Hawking will be the lowest at the end of it, because, you know, Hawking just was a little late to the festivities, so there's really not much to be done about that, unless you just really want to put a lot of time and energy into him specifically. There's only so much that can be done. Okay, so we have the one commander among them at 4, so we could take care of him in this turn. Yeah. Just have to be mindful of where I place everybody as always. Don't want to set anybody up inadvertently for a bad one. Catch some heat. Yep, the Griffins are going to offer some protection. Don't want to lose too many archers too soon, because that's probably going to start happening in the next enemy phase. These monks are on the way, thankfully. And back to this side. Alright, we've got to make some room. Let's start with them. Can she take him out in one? No. She could have, but she didn't. It's okay, though. Yeah, we need to get him a little closer, so on the next turn he can hopefully take one of them out. Yeah, we won't have any problems getting him at least one level in this. If I can, I'd like to work it so that he can defeat both of the commanders there. That just might be enough to net him another level, letting him finish off at 8. Yeah, Fireball will suffice right there. These archers, ever useful they are, gonna put you right here, because you shouldn't take any damage. Nope. 10 versus 2. I didn't see them dodging that many arrows. Put you back, get some energy. You are at full health, so you can move out. And she doesn't have the amulet, so I don't want to put her people too far. She would have also been a prime candidate for that one. Okay, enemy phase. Give us your best shots. Okay, that's good. Yeah, see, you really got to take them out before they get to you, because they pack a mean punch. Much more so than the werewolves in the sequel. And it's interesting, Langrisser 2, the werewolves are much easier fodder. I mean, they're almost the barbarians of that one. Just so easy to dispatch by just about anybody. And what's funny is they even look less intimidating. Like these werewolves, especially the fortress, they look nasty, don't they? They almost look like a saber-toothed tiger, you know, something you do not want to cross in a dark alley. Or in a dark forest, or a dark anywhere, any place, anytime, really. Whereas those look like cuddly little teddy bears. They almost look like angry Care Bears or something. Which I guess is an indication of how weak they are in that one. So, definitely got a downgrade on that one. Narm. Oof. See? They can even do damage to her. But to be fair, they do have a 31 attack versus 28 defense. You gotta look at the numbers sometimes. Not that they're completely reliable all the time. Again, random number generation runs rampant in this game. That's more like it. Yeah, it just makes the fight go that much faster. And this is one of those fights you do kind of want to just get it done. I mean, it's not a bad fight. I do enjoy it, but yeah, I'm not trying to drag it out. Though actually, I do think this fight is more enjoyable if you go out of your way to methodically take out every single one of them. But we're just not going to do it this way. That way. This time. Just gonna switch it up a bit. I'm pretty sure in the walkthrough I did it like that. So again, just trying to present as many sides and as many shades of this game as I can. A little variety. Present as much of the picture as possible. That's my goal. And that was actually probably a dumb thing to do. I should not have put the archers in the trees. I was thinking the archers are going to do better in the trees because that's sort of their prime turf. I neglected to take into account the fact that the werewolves also benefit from being in the trees, which makes sense. So it kind of cancels out that benefit. Negates it completely, actually. So, probably going to lose those guys. Yes. But he fought hard. He tried to make it, and I applaud him with all my heart. Forgive me for my folly. I fear it will not be my last. Okay, those guys, though, still sitting on 7, which is a much better number. Despite what music will tell you, 0 is in fact the loneliest number. You know, at least 1 can meet 2, can make a friend, can get some company. 0, you're just out on your own in the grand expanse of the nothing. Yes, Thank you. Keep attacking him. Okay, level 4. He's getting there. Okay, we get to see Lance in action finally. Fire attack. Seconds? Sure. You guys think you can take a white dragon? Feel free. And look at the size of his lance. You could have picked a better opponent. But to be fair, he's kind of in your way, so what you gonna do? Yeah, the Griffins have very low defense like the Mermen, so kind of in the same boat. High attack, low defense. Alright, we're definitely gonna wrap up the east side first at this rate. And can hit everybody except the one commander, that's okay though. I figured don't use Earthquake, keep using Fireball, we'll get much more use out of her in the long run, so. Don't need to pull out the big guns for this one. Might as well. Because we want Thorn to attack their chief. The pride of their pack, so to speak. But first, we'll weaken them up a little bit so Thorn doesn't take too much damage. Oh, oops. Yeah, I should have gave her the amulet, huh? Out of range, their attack isn't high enough. Yeah. Things I did not take into account. Alright, Thorn. I trust you. That did hurt. So we're gonna let Narm handle this. If she gets it, she gets it. That's fine too, but ooh, that's perfect. That's perfect because I did want Thorn to take it. And there's really no rush at this point on that side because look, we've still got a lot to deal with over here. So I could take my time and make sure everybody receives treatment and send Thorn out to take care of that werewolf. Thank you, Leiden. Best king ever. My kind of ruler, you know, not afraid to get his hands dirty. Doesn't just let his subordinates handle all the tough jobs. Lance here has Blizzard. We saw that in the last battle, but now we get to use it. Very similar to the Fireball. I'm not sure if one is more powerful than the other. I'm really not sure how magic calculates damage in this game. If it depends on the opponents, if some have a natural affinity or a weakness to certain elements, I really don't know. I haven't taken the time to really examine it, so if anybody's figured that out, I would love to know. In the meantime, I'm definitely going to be looking at it, trying to decipher the code. Alright, a lot of these guys are weakened. And again, as much as I said I'd focus on the commanders, I guess I'm already partially failing at that because, oh, and they couldn't even finish it. Again, in the trees, so. I mean, come on, they're at 1, 2, 3. I can't pass up on numbers like that. And Leiden does have the amulet, so his people will still get that increase. Not as high of an attack increase, but it's enough to get the job partially done. You guys go, thank you. And who to move next? Let's see. Right there's good. 10 versus 3 should work out in our favor, and it does. Now we can start moving Chris. We're just gonna take him out. Yep. Sad to see him go that way, but trying to follow through a little bit here. Yeah, the monks are not that strong against the werewolves, so I kind of want to get them back up to full health if I can. They do get to attack first though, that's the thing, but their attack is just not that high, so they can hurt them, but they just don't do the damage that archers do. Thankfully, that doesn't apply to the commanders themselves, who they seem to be much more effective against. The troops, not so much, and you'll probably be finding that out firsthand at the start of the next enemy phase. So we'll try to weaken them. I don't think they'll kill them outright. If they do, then hey, I won't even complain. Perfect. 2 health. He's pretty much incapacitated for a while. This last Griffin unit will just sit right there, offer a bit of a distraction, hopefully. See how it goes. See, monk's not so good. I really just want to weaken the werewolves as much as I can before I attack with them, but yeah. And that's probably why they're focusing on them. Ah, fresh meat they see. Oof. Goodbye, Griffins. Yeah, this should work out a little better. Oh, right, no, they're in the trees, though, so not too much. Forgot to mention as well, the Griffins get a bonus in the trees, too. By 30%, I believe, so another advantage to flying units. They benefit from a lot of terrain. From most terrains, actually. Especially the mountains. Which we don't have at our disposal at the moment, but we don't really need it. Okay, turn 5. Who will be the first to go? Yeah, do I really want to heal those guys? That might not be necessary. Chris is at full health, that's what matters. Lance is at 7, but he's pretty tough. I'm not too concerned about him. Plus, I gave him that cross to boost his defense, so he'll be okay. Oh, right, I didn't really talk about the items like I normally do at the beginning of this. You might have already noticed by now what everybody had. So yeah, we talked about the amulet at least, but Chris, I believe I gave Langrisser to boost her attack and defense by 4. Just wanted to really make sure that she was going to be able to get everything done that she needed to. Thorn, I believe I gave him one of the attack boosting items. Jessica probably got the shield, as per usual defense. That's usually going to go to her, one of the knights. And Narm, I don't remember what I gave her either, so points for paying attention, huh? And we'll wait till we get back to that side of the map, see what's going on. Okay, we have you right where we want you. Easy experience here, hopefully. Hopefully. Thank you. Because there's a possibility they wouldn't have been able to finish them off. It happens. It really does. Alright, Chris. No sense procrastinating. Take them out. 1 left. So, along the way, can dispatch some more of these men that aren't men. Yeah, because are they werewolves or are they just anthropomorphic wolves? Really couldn't say. Either way, they have intent to kill, so You know what we have to do. This isn't Undertale, there is no alternative. And yes, they would kill him, most likely. Yeah, we'll give that to Leiden. Chris doesn't need to get everything. Because I'm not even sure her monks at 8 would have been enough, sadly. As much as it pains me to say that, I'm only speaking the truth. According to my own experience, at least. I do hope it will favor you a little bit better in that area. Hey, maybe they can do it, huh? Let's try. Yes. Level 8. Not a bad note to finish the battle on, but it's not quite done because we still have this Joker. And yeah, she can't reach. Nope. Yeah, he has the great sword. We're gonna get him back up. Oh, and she has the wand. Yep, another attack booster. Yep, I should have moved Jessica in closer so she could actually cast on the next turn. Should have paid a little more attention on the range of that before I fired it. Oh well. Sometimes my trigger finger gets itchy, I will admit. Alright, so Leiden and his side have nothing else to do. They wouldn't make it here in time. We're not going to bother moving them. Just going to wrap this up nice and easy. Use them to weaken them. Perfect. Even with compromised strength, Thorn should be more than enough to finish off the scenario for us. What say you, Thorn? Good man, good man. Oh, that was close though. So it seems Leiden and his men are working out some strategy there. And despite our efforts to reclaim Langrisser, the evil already has revived. So what's in store? Please join me next time for scenario 15. We'll find out firsthand. Have a great day. Thanks for watching and hopefully see you soon.